Donna Bush with your CIG-TV News Brief on this Monday. Hurricane season ends on November 30th, and developing systems continue to move into the Caribbean region. The National Emergency Operations Center is activated when an approaching storm threatens the Cayman Islands, and as preparations heightened, the teams made up of hundreds of senior civil servants, senior and government officials make major decisions to ensure the Cayman Islands are prepared before, during, and after a storm. With the passing of Hurricane Ian recently and each passing storm, lessons are learned, as Teresita De Silva from Hazard Management Cayman Islands explains.
With each incident, we learn and identify new gaps and build on them. So during Tropical Storm Grace, there were weaknesses in our operations that we identified, and we applied them to Hurricane Ian. And we saw that the NEOC ran a lot smoother, communication was a lot more efficient, our response was a lot more coordinated. But that's not to say that we are perfect. There's always room to learn and to grow. So we do have a debrief after each incident to try and identify what we feel were weaknesses, and we will be conducting that within the next week. So during that incident, this will allow persons from the various emergency support teams to come together and to voice their opinions on what they feel went well, as well as what they feel we could improve on.
Well, with just over 2 months left of the 2022 hurricane season, residents are encouraged to remain prepared. For tips and guidelines on preparing for a storm, you can go online to caymanprepared.gov.ky. Well, the Ministry of Youth is inviting young Caymanians between the ages of 18 to 25 years old to apply to become Cayman Islands CARICOM Youth Ambassadors from this year to 2024. The CYA program is run by the Ministry's Youth Services Unit, and the application process closes on Friday, the 7th of October, just this week. Now, for the application and more details, you can go online to gov.ky and scroll to the bottom of the homepage. Ambassadors should be able to empower local youth, influence the community, and make a difference. So if you're a young Caymanian who's committed to remaining in Cayman and serving as a CYA for the next 2 to 3 years, you're being encouraged to apply. Minister for Tourism and Transport, the Honourable Kenneth Bryan, will be setting out on official travel this week. It's all in a bid to enhance destination awareness and deliver wide-ranging media coverage for the Cayman Islands. Now, throughout the month of October, Minister Bryan will participate in the Caribbean Hotel and Caribbean Association's Marketplace, the Florida Caribbean Cruise Association's Cruise Conference, Roots World 22, and the Fort Lauderdale Boat Show. Minister Bryan says, quote, by attending these vital trade and business conferences, the Ministry and Cayman Islands Department of Tourism will be able to optimize networking opportunities with airline, cruise, and other industry stakeholders, end quote. Turning to the forecast for tonight, it calls for mainly fair skies with a 20% chance of showers. Winds will be northeast, 10 to 15 knots. Seas will be slight with wave heights of 1 to 3 feet. The 2-day outlook is for similar weather through Wednesday evening, while the synopsis calls for moderate winds and slight seas, which are expected across the Cayman Islands area. Over the next 24 hours, it's all due to a weak pressure gradient across the Caribbean region. Remember, for more information on local weather conditions, go online to weather.gov.ky, as well as the Cayman Islands Weather Services Facebook page. And that's it for today's News Brief here on CIG Television. I'm Donna Bush, as always, inviting you to join us here again on Tuesday evening. Until then, be safe.
Join Donna Bush weekdays at 6 p.m. for the CIG-TV News Update. Get the latest on what's happening in government on a daily basis. News Update first at 6 p.m.